God, you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that was really crazy that happened to me. How crazy, you might ask? All the way. This crazy. This is what happened. So I had just gotten out of a breakup with this guy that I had lived with for 3 years. Sorry. So I got this huge breakup, and this girl was like trying to be friends with me, and she was being like really overly nice, and it was making me kind of suspicious, but I was like super desperate. And she was like, you should come live with me and my girlfriend. I know you're thinking like this is gonna be some like single white female thing, and guess what? It is. Coffee break. Okay, so she's like, you should come live with me. You don't have anywhere to go. Like, you don't have to pay rent right away. These are all red flags, because it's like, why are you being so nice? You don't even really know me. But I was really young, so I just thought she was being really nice. So I go in and live with her and her friend sleeps in the living room on a futon. And this is in Los Angeles, so I get it. Apartments are pretty expensive. Her friend sleeps on a futon, and she has her own room. And they aren't charging me anything at the beginning. So later, when it was decided I was going to live with them, I did start paying rent. But it was really weird, because the girl who was sleeping on the futon, her name was Kristen, she actually paid the same amount rent as the other girl, Jessica. But the girl, Jessica, had her own room, which is like, doesn't really compute. That was like another red flag. This girl Jessica is being way too nice to me. She's trying to get me into her apartment. And then I find out the girls are paying the same amount of rent when one sleeps on a futon in the living room and the other has her own room. We obviously like to get messed up on alcohol. We used to buy $1 alcohol, $1 wine from the Dollar Tree. I know you're thinking like, that's really cheap. Yeah, it's LA, so you can get $1 wine. Anyway, so we used to go out drinking all the time. Jessica had a boyfriend that she would cheat on a lot. Red flag number 3. So she has this boyfriend, and there was a guy. We worked on the television show Glee. We were all cheerleaders on the television show Glee. And so that's how we knew each other. And there was a guy who worked on the television show who was like a jock, and he was just like he wasn't like one of the main characters. But she was like kind of seeing him and cheating on her boyfriend with him. And he was super annoying. He was really cute, but he was super annoying. Him and I didn't really get along, but she thought he was special or something. Something about him was special. Anyway, we all went to a party, and me and this guy usually didn't get along. But this night, we were drinking, and then we were all having fun. And we ended up like getting along. And when I say getting along, not in the way they were getting along, but we were talking and having fun. So then we decided we were hanging out in the front yard, and we decided to go into this like cool bush cave. That sounds gross. Not that kind of bush cave. We went into this like these bushes, and Jessica starts looking for us, and she's pissed off because she thinks we're like making out or something. We weren't. We were just talking, and she gets really mad, and she leaves all of us at the party, stranded in the middle of downtown LA. We all had to this was before Uber. I'm old. We all had to get a ride. We had to call a cab. For those of you who don't know what a cab is, it's like a bus that you have to pay a lot of money for. We get to the house, and she's there, and she's so mad at me. She's like, you were flirting with him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you have a boyfriend. What? This shouldn't even be a problem. But I was just like, I'm really sorry, because, she let me live with them, and I was just like, I'm really sorry, nothing would happen. We were just talking, we weren't even flirting. And she locked herself in her car and would not come out. And I had to go down there and be like, I'm sorry, and it was so weird. You're a grown woman and you're locking yourself in your car, and she wouldn't open the door. She was in there crying, nothing happened, B. Like, don't let it shift your wig. So she comes out, and she's really upset and makes me apologize in front of everyone, which was, like, so sadistic. Crickets. I hear birds, but it was crickets. It was so awkward. So anyways, we move on from that, but she never really lets it go. And then she starts to get, like, really jealous of me. Like, she started, like, trying to dress like me. She started dyeing her hair. She was blonde. She started dyeing her hair black to look like me. I always wore fake eyelashes. She started wearing the same exact brand of fake eyelashes. And she just started kind of trying to act like me. And I had gotten a boyfriend at the time, and she even started to, like, text him and message him and try to hang out with him when I wasn't around. And she even was, like, asking me if he wanted to hang out, like, when I was, like, out, when I was filming at Glee. It was really odd. And so I was just, like, getting this vibe that things were going really sour. So then I started paying rent, and she wanted me to split the rent evenly 3 ways. But she had her own room. So me and this girl were sharing a futon in the living room while she had her own room, and we were all paying like $600. And I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense. And that really pissed her off because she had been getting her own room and paying the same amount as everyone who slept in the living room. So this really pissed her off that I was, like, making a big deal about this. Tensions just get so sour. She started being super distant, like being really rude. I had a friend over one time, and he accidentally stepped on her shoe, and she flipped out. I thought she was gonna hit him. She was like, "Don't step on my shoe," like a real hood bitch. And she's like, "Don't fucking step." I obviously have never slapped anything in my life. I have, like, the... And she made him apologize in front of everyone. And, like, I was having flashbacks, like PTSD, like, I had to apologize in front of everyone. So not only now is she dressing like me, looking like me, trying to be me, texting my boyfriend, trying to get him to be interested in her, while she has a boyfriend and a side chick. Everything's getting really weird. I was really sick, and I had to have surgery. I have Crohn's disease. And I had to have this, like, procedure in the morning. So my boyfriend was with me in the living room on our futon with my other roommate. And she wanted to move out that night. She got drunk, and she was, like, trying to move out. It was, like, 2 a.m, and I had a procedure of surgery at, like, 6 a.m. So she wanted to make my life more complicated. So she starts moving her stuff out. And everyone's like, don't do it right now. Edie's got to wake up. And I'm just laying there so sick with my boyfriend, just so sick. Like, and she keeps slamming the door, moving her stuff in and out, like scratching things against the wall, trying to make as much noise as possible, I guess to kill me. And I get pretty upset about that. And I lock her out. Which would end up being, like, the biggest mistake of my entire life. So I lock the door, and she's banging on the door to get back in, right? She starts drop kicking the door. She starts kicking the door and slamming it. Like, I was like, we gotta call 911. Like, what are we gonna do when she gets in here? This was like The Shining. She's kicking the door and slamming it and screaming and cussing at us. And she breaks the door down. A woman like my size broke the door down, like an LA door. Yeah, what's up, bitches? Like a real hood bitch, like with a gat, gonna kill me. So she breaks the door down, and luckily my boyfriend was there, because I was like, oh my god. She breaks it down, comes in, and runs right up to me. And she's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna wear your skin. Like that kind of thing. And I'm like, what? My boyfriend was holding her back, and he was a big dude. I know, he was cute. But he was a big dude. And he was like holding her back, and he was like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, I don't know, man. She's gonna kill me and wear my skin. He's having trouble keeping her away from me. And my other roommate is just there like, whoa, she's gonna take her skin off. And I'm like, I want my skin. So then he gets her out of that, he pushes her out, and the door's broken down. So we don't know what to do. And he's like, Edie, just get out of here. And I had to get in a car, and while he was holding her back, and drive away so she didn't kill me and take my skin. And this is all before I have to get like surgery in like 3 hours. And the last thing she did before she left is she shut the power off. That was like her last hurrah. Like, I'm gonna shut the power off so when Edie gets out of surgery, she's not gonna be able to use any power. There's not gonna be any lights, TV, anything. So it was really evil, really vindictive. But I just stayed with my boyfriend because he had power and a door. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this story. I'll do more stories like this. I'm glad I've been getting some views. If you really like these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing them.